Hey everybody, so I'm back with another commentary video because yesterday I participated in Tableturf Battle Server's Baby Jelly Cup number 2, and I did pretty good. Unfortunately, the editing is going to be so much worse this time because I was a mess yesterday. That's why I wasn't able to stream it because I was just so nervous I couldn't talk. But the gameplay is slightly better to make up for it, so let's just get into it right now. So unfortunately, I cut off the entire beginning of this match. It's against Soul King. This is our first match. I just didn't get the entire part where he walked up to the table and we started the battle, but that doesn't matter. So I built a new version of Yeehaw Baby 6, Yeehaw Baby 7, slight difference. So I got Small Fry, Fizzy Bomb, Octo Stamp, Tri-Slosher, Little Judd, Splat Charger, my favorites of the small cards. The Rapid Blaster Pro, which I keep trying to take out of my deck, but it's just so versatile and usable, and I just always have a perfect place to play it, so I can't get rid of it now at this point. E-Leader 4K no scope because I find that it combos well with the scoped, and I get to use that a couple times. Moz, Ultra Stamp, of course, always Ultra Stamp. Steelhead, Takuroka, E-Leader 4K scope, Hydra Splatling, and the Dynamo Roller, which is another one of my big favorite cards. So let's get into that. So I play with this deck the entire tournament. So first match against Soul King. Here we go. Thunder Point. I get an okay hand. I've got two big old cards that are able to get me into the center. So I'm going to go for the Dynamo Roller because I love the Dynamo Roller. Gets you right into the middle there. And they're going to go for Shelly and Donnie. So they are already very far into my zone. They are an entire 3 points into my zone already. Don't like it. So I'm going to retaliate and go for a Takuroka. Kind of a defender. It's not really that offensive. This is more of a defensive move, but I'm setting up a more offensive move. See, I'm going to try to block them off with a Rapid Blaster Pro. Rapid Blaster Pro, it's just so versatile. And they're going to continue moving into my zone with this Katsu Stamper. So that tells me that they don't have any more big cards left. So I'm just going to keep pushing into their zone. Like so. With a little Judd, because I don't want to waste my Splat Charger yet. So they finally get a crack on. They must have top decked that, because why wouldn't you play that earlier on? So now that they have blocked me off, I'm going to go backwards, play a little defensively, try to keep them out of that side area. And they are going to go for... What are they going to go for? I don't know. If they had something big and chunky, I would play it right above where my Steelhead is right now. Yeah, so I just want to, give all of my cards, points. How well was I able to play each card. And if they get a bunch of points, I'm going to keep that in my deck, and everything with low points, I'm going to just swap out for something else. So I weirdly play a Splat Charger in the top there. That was a terrible, terrible move. I think I still thought I had a Takuroka in my hand, but I already played that on turn, 2? So I don't know what I was trying to set up. This was a terrible move. I should have played that in, right above where my Steelhead is to keep them out of that middle zone. Because if I had played my Slot Charger right on top of their Bloblobber, that would have put them down a lot of points. 4 points, actually, so not that bad. So, whatever, it's fine. I got my E-Leader 4K. I'm going to play it right there just to grab more points because I'm, very conscious now of how many points behind I am. This was kind of a weird move. I think there was space to play it on the bottom of their zone. I could have flipped it up. But I didn't. It's too late. I was so nervous, so that's why I'm making all these goofy moves early on. I have no special, and I guess I just start to realize that now. So, but it's too late. I've already committed to grabbing too many points, so I just continue for the points. But it does set me up for a Tri-Slosher here. And Soul King's doing very well. They have a lot of space to play with still. They have a lot of special built up, but they are 20 points down. So I would start to get worried if I was them. But I was worried for me as well because look, I have 2 whole special points. Fortunately, we still have a lot of turns left, so I can still build up more special because I've got Little Buddy and a Fizzy Bomb. So up in the center there in that little line, I can grab myself 3 points on the next 2 turns. That's not too bad. Soul King, though, if they don't have any small cards, they're not going to have anything left to do. They do have a couple of points set up, special points, if they have no, not a fizzy bomb. If they had a suction bomb, you could grab a point up at the top. I am still very much on Team Fizzy Bomb. I find it so much more versatile. Let me know what team you are on. So they opt for a very, very early Ultra Stamp. I would never go early Ultra Stamp. Your Ultra Stamp is so valuable on your last turn. I would never do that. I mean, maybe I might surprise y'all and do an early Ultra Stamp, but I probably will have a plan. I would never do that if in desperation, you know? So here I go, setting up my 3 points out of desperation. Fortunately for me, they have to pass on their big man. Big Man 2 is very sad for them because I would love to see Big Man 2 played more. Not a lot of people have it. What am I doing? Fizzy Bomb, there we go. Yeah, Fizzy Bomb right in the center there. Grab myself 2 points. And now that I have 5 points, I'm gonna be able to play one of my bigger cards, probably the E-Leader. And I'm just gonna look for points wherever I can because, like, I'm very worried at this point that I'm not gonna have enough points. They've blocked me off pretty good on a lot of their little sections. I could just play it right on top of their... Yeah, no, that's not so good. Yeah, I think right here was the only place I could find that gave me enough points. So I just played it here. No, up. Yeah, there we go. But fortunately, they didn't have anything else because, like, they didn't have enough points. So they just played Stinger right on top. Like, they were able to guess pretty good where I was going to play. And I just make it with 93 points. Good job, Soul King. So these are best of 3. So we move on to Smash. So this is Soul King's pick. It was just pick. Come on. But yeah, I made some messy moves there. I made some questionable moves. If I played a little smarter, I could have beat them by a bigger margin. Felt a little more safe. So Soul King goes for X marks the garden, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's their pick. All the communication was done through Battlefy, so I don't have that footage or anything. I should maybe screenshot all the conversations, but I'd have to ask everyone first though before I post it. You know? I felt like posting our matches was okay because, like, this was like a live tournament and we knew that people would be streaming it. So that's what I'm doing now. I go again for the Yeehaw Baby 7, which I'm not sure if it's good for X Marks the Garden. I'm taking notes here, trying to figure out what maps this deck is good against. So we've got 1 point for Thunder Point so far. This is an okay hand. I would probably try to roll for the Dynamo Roller if I wasn't so nervous. But because I was just so scared that I would get an entire hand of small cards, I just kept the 13, 12, 11. Which works out okay for the beginning, because I've got a Moz here. I'm going to block them off. Or try to block them off anyway. But they're going to ignore me trying to go for the right side and just play their Manta, or their Hype Manta Storm or whatever it is, Big Man. And now I'm freaking out, so I'm going to try to go defensively for some reason. I probably should have went up. But they also went up. See, I could have went all the way around, but that is too much work, so I just blocked them off. And now I'm desperate for points, gonna play my E-Leader. Soul King's doing a very good job blocking me off. They have a ton of space now. I have no access to their zone, but I guess they have no access to my zone either. But they leave the center open with diagonals, so if I had some diagonal cards, I could get in there, but I guess they knew that I didn't have any diagonals, so they just didn't bother blocking me off. I'm playing my Splatling because I want those points. I don't want to get too far behind in points. Pretty tied up right now, and they have a lot of space to play with. Like, look at me, I have no more space left. Oh, I'm dropping all my notes. Oh man. E-Leader, 13 points for both of us. And now all I've got left is a little hand of tiny baby cards. I make a really weird move with the Splatling there. Or no, the Spot Charger there. I probably should have flipped it up and played it on the right side to grab points, but nope, making weird moves with the Splat Charger. They have tons of points. They're setting up another special. If they have a Fizzy Bomb, I'm just looking for a spot. I can play my Octo Stamp up at the top there, grab myself 2 points, try to build a wall against them. Not gonna work, because they're already 2 special points ahead of me. They can grab themselves another 1. Still ahead. Getting worried. Now I can't play my Rapid Blaster Pro. Okay. Maybe 1 point against them for that. Grab myself another special. Try to build off a wall in that yellow zone so they can't get in. They pass on a Squid Force. So, they're out of points. And it looks like I'd be doing okay. So I weirdly place my small fry up at the top there. I think I was trying to set something up, but it was a terrible setup. I probably should have went literally anywhere else. They're going for a stinger, grab some points. It's an okay move. Well, Judd, I'm just gonna play it so I can grab myself another special because I can finally notice how much special they have. Soul King's doing alright. And they're gonna go for another early special, which is so weird to me. Why do early special? Save your specials for the last 2 turns, if anything. Unless you have enough points to set up 3 specials, I wouldn't do it early. And then your opponent can also see you're gonna be setting up 3 specials, which is devastating. Double Fizzy Bomb, they're gonna grab themselves another 2 points. And then, because I am now low in points, and I can see that, I'm freaking out, trying to find a space for my Dynamo Roller. It's not gonna work, because even if I can get it perfect placement, which I can't, they'll probably be able to get perfect placement of their Ultra Stamp right in my zone because they have a point sticking directly towards me. So yeah, here I should have focused more on blocking them off earlier. I should have focused more on building up special instead of leaving all those blocks at the bottom. It's just, this whole thing was a ton of mistakes. I could have grabbed myself 2 more special had I flipped that Splat Charger over and put it on the right side, but no. So this is my counter pick. I pick River Drift. I don't know why I love River Drift so much. It doesn't always work with this deck. You'd think it worked with this deck, but I think I lose a whole bunch of times on River Drift. This was one of my favorite maps, and now no, not anymore. So I get an okay hand here with the Hydra Splatling into Takaroka into the center. I love using Takaroka to get into the center because it's 2 moves. It's a nice chunky card, so you have a big chance of blocking off your opponent. It's just great. The perfect opening, however, Dynamo Roller into Takaroka, for me, that is. If you have something bigger and chunkier, go for it. But I really like having the Takaroka here because it almost always blocks off your opponent because they don't expect something so chunky. They expect you to keep moving upwards, you know? So I'm able to block their stinger. And now I have a ton of space to work with up at the top, so I continue moving up with the Maws, setting up maybe another Octo Stamp because I've got it in my hand. But at this point, I kind of know what cards they're gonna play. Because Soul King, I think he uses the same deck as well? No. I don't know. I'll have to go over it again. But I've got my nice cards, I got my Steelhead, which actually doesn't work on maps like River Drift because he's so chunky. But I can't take him out. He's done so much for me. I owe him my life. Steelhead. So he gets to stay. But yeah, having 3 small cards in a row for Soul King, it's not great. They must have had just the worst opening hand ever. They are not top decking the big cards that they need. But they did block me off, so they have a lot of space to play with later on. But now me, I've got my no scope, and I'm gonna combo that with my scope probably, because I've got it perfectly set up here. And I'm so desperate to do that, I forget about my Octo Stamp up at the top there. So look at this, this is perfect, look at this. No, I don't do it, I'm not able to. Oh, am I? Oh, I am able to. Okay, 2 points right there. I love it, it's so satisfying. It's very satisfying being able to combo 2 giant cards. When I'm talking about combos, I'm talking about cards that will give you a special when you play them beside each other. Like, I've seen some combos in quotation marks where it's just 2 cards that fit together, but they don't grant you any specials, so I wouldn't call those combos. To be a true combo, it's gotta get you 1 special per card, you know? If you can play 3 cards, grab yourself 3 special with no other cards, like no walls, that is a combo, a true combo. So I'm still going for the big ol' points because I was so scared from the last match that I'm just gonna go for as many points as I can. So I'm playing my Dynamo Roller right in the center there. It's a good spot. I can set myself up for more special, but I know I have other bigger cards in there. So, I don't know. Let's see if it works out for me. And another small card from Soul King, but they're gonna use it to get right into my zone. But at this point, it's too late. I've already blocked them off with the Dynamo. And I finally remember my Octo Stamp. Come on, do I? Come on. I remember my Octo Stamp at this point, don't I? Yes. Grab myself 2 special. Soul King is at no special because they used it. Which is, ooh, another early special. Just hang on to your special, you guys. They're gonna go for a Splat Bomb. Try to get more into my zone. They're leaving that entire top portion open. They still haven't drawn any of their big cards, I guess. So I'm gonna just try to block them off from yellow, like keeping them out. It's kind of a desperate attempt to block them from my zone because I don't want them to get, like, place an Ultra Stamp right in the middle there. Like, they are still able to place an Ultra Stamp in that big yellow zone, but because of those 6 empty blocks, it won't be as damaging had they placed it where I just placed my Small Fry. Grab myself another Fizzy Bomb. And they have unfortunately blocked themselves off with the Shelly and Donnie card in the middle there, because now there's no more space for any more big cards, which is a little sad. So I now have a shit ton of special points, so I'm able to play my Rapid Blaster Pro right on top of their points right there. I'm not even worried about points at this point. I'm at 104. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Overkill, just disgusting. How could I do this? They still have 3 points to play with. Ultra Stamp right down the center of my zone, in the bottom there. If they, yep, they go for it. But because I blocked them off, oh, they should have scooched it over a little more. But because I blocked them off from with my little buddy, they were not able to get maximum points with that Ultra Stamp. So but at this point it was too late anyway. So I've got Soul King 2-1. Very good. 1 point for me on River Drift. There we go. Okay, maybe this map is good? No, I don't know. But anyway, moving on to the next match. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? My next match is against 3. They're in the lobby. Oh, and I accidentally skip it somehow. Okay, cool. So 3, we are playing against X Marks the Garden. I think this was another randomly chosen map for round 2. And I've got a really great hand here. Well, it could have been better if I had the Dynamo Roller, but I really wanted to go for the big chunky cards. Big chunky cards. The Flopper, kind of a short card, telling me that they don't have anything big right now. So instead of blocking them off, I'm going to get myself entry into the left zone. But again, they are able to, I guess, see through that, play Steel Eel all the way down, which is devastating. And now I don't even know what to do because I was like, oh, they don't have any big cards. I'm safe. I'm not safe. Because now 3 is playing a little tiny card all the way down to their center, which is a weird move. Because I would focus more on grabbing the left zone, so I'm not able to grab it, but I am able to grab it, so I do. And now they're playing their special all the way in the back. They're 312 in the back, which is a weird move again. So I'm starting to feel a little safe at this point, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I just keep going for the left side because I know that the right side is safe at this point. I have given up on the bottom zone because it looks like they're still going to keep pushing in towards the bottom. They're doing the Judd thing of just getting into my zone, which I think is a huge mistake that people shouldn't go for as much, because once you get into your opponent's zone, then what? You have no backup plan. Your opponent is going to continue to block you off from the right and left side, which are more valuable than your own zone because, like, they already have a portion of their own zone covered by their own points. Meanwhile, the left and right are perfectly, like, empty, So you want to go for those first, I feel like. Like, going straight down the middle into your opponent's zone is kind of like a scare tactic, you know? It won't do you much, but if you can freak out your opponent, maybe they'll start to play weirdly defensively, leaving the sides open for you. So I'm still going for more points here. Going for the Dynamo Roller. If I had that as an opening, that would be great. Dynamo Roller is the perfect move for the center, or because it's just so versatile. You can play it right across your zone, you can play it straight up into the middle, like very high into the middle, and sort of get access to the right side. It's just a great card all the way around. And when they put out a second version of Dynamo Roller, everybody's going to be running double Dynamo Roller. It's going to be disgusting. So they're still trying to circle around my zone, but because I have the entire center, there's not much they're going to be able to do here. So I am going to... What am I doing? That's a weird move. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do the Octo Stamp. Yeah, Octo Stamp. 1 special. Set up another 2 special. With the Fizzy Bomb. Love that Fizzy Bomb. Ugh, I wish I could check my cards now. What do I have left in my hand? They're gonna go for another early special. So what's going on with these early specials? Soul King and 3, love those early specials. So I'm gonna play a Fizzy Bomb right there, grab myself 2 more special. I am not letting them into my right side there. I've got a wall all the way across. And they do still have a little bit of access into the left side, so I'm gonna block them off with my little buddy. Grab myself another 2 special. What am I gonna do with 5 special? Mystery. And so many people using the Kraken Royale. It's crazy. And now they just gave me another special, so now I've got 6 points to play with. It's insane. So I'm gonna go for another E-Liter's 4K scope as a special. I don't actually use the my Ultra Stamp. Where is she? It's not getting a lot of play. And that's another win for me. So we are 1-0 with 3. Early morning Tableturf battler. Yeah, it was 10 a.m. at this point for me. Meanwhile, all the Europeans in this is like late night. And this tournament went on for 4 hours. It was crazy. Like, between matches, I was able to do all my chores. I watered all my plants. I vacuumed my floor. So this one's 3's pick. And they are gonna go for River Drift. River Drift? Not River Drift. Okay, River Drift. Alright. And I think that's another point for me on River Drift, too. We'll see. That's a terrible hand. I redraw because you gotta have your bigger cards. So, fortunately, I was able to get a Steelhead. See, he does work sometimes as like a reaching card. 2 points, it's not too bad because with an E-Liter, if I played my E-Liter, I'd be 1 point in the negative on the zone, so I try to block them off in the center here. Big block. They're able to get their Flipper-Flopper in there, steal 1 point from me, that's okay. I get my Dynamo Roller, place it right over top there. It's a very common opening for me, just big ol' cards, get into the center. I'm very predictable on River Drift. E-Liter, what am I doing here? Dang, what a terrible move. See, I'm not able to get my cute little combo with this one because I placed a hero for some reason. And now I'm just like, damn, what do I do now? So I just place my E-Liter on the other side. Kind of a mess. I still have a lot of space to play with. 3 has blocked themselves up on the top, but they are getting a lot of special that way. I'm still trying to build a wall right across there, not letting them into my zone. I have a little bit of access into their zone. If I build up enough special, I'll totally be fine. So I'm still pushing against that I want to get a wall right across there. I don't want to let them through at all because I have so much empty yellow space that's just available to them. Like, I know with that much special they could get me really bad. Really, really bad. So I'm playing kind of defensively by placing my splat chart or my fizzy bomb just in the middle there. I don't want them to throw down a big man or something right across. Oh, they are able to get through a little bit, but gets me a free special, so that's fine. I'm down in points, but I'm not worried because I have Takuroka. I still have a lot of big cards left. Come on, play it. What are you doing, man? Play it. Okay, there we go. My Rapid Blaster has nowhere to go here, though. Oh, Rapid Blaster. One day I'll figure you out for sure. And I've got the perfect spot for a Moz setup. If I can just flip it right in there. Yep. Grab myself a special. Oh, that is so satisfying. Like, you gotta keep in mind what cards are in your hand. Set up spots for them. I probably wasn't thinking about it too much at this point. But it worked out. And look at all that big splotchy yellow that if 3 had used their special later on, they would have access to. Grab myself another special. Keep on blocking them off. They do have one blue point that is facing directly down into my zone, but there's not much I can do about it at that point. So I just decide to take all of their points. No, flip it over, flip it over, flip it over. Oh man, if I flip it over and put it on the right side, I'll be able to get 2 special. Kind of overkill on the second last turn though, very unnecessary. Kind of a jerk move, but it would give them a free special. Well, I'm not sure why I played it like that. I should have moved it up a little more. Put it on top of their blue one. They still would have gotten a free special, but whatever. I'd have more access. But I guess I know that I'm gonna play my Ultra Stamp right down the center there. So I wasn't too worried. They play their small fry. Try to grab a little bit more special for their last turn. Smart move. Because they have all that space directly below that blue point in the center there. But it's okay, I get 10 points from an Ultra Stamp this way. And Kraken, Royale, right down there. Big diagonal, right across. But fortunately I was able to get enough points, pull ahead in an early game, get enough points that keep me in a safe spot. So yeah, that's okay. That's a win for River Drift. That's good. So I will continue with this in a second. Actually, let's keep going. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Man, commentary is a hard job. If you want to see some good if you want to see some good commentary, I will link Calliope and Shower's stream, which they did. They covered the entire thing. You can see them in the room there. Let's move on to the next match. My next match is against Sam. Alright, here's Sam. I was able to get this part, the intro part here, because I was watching the thing. What am I doing? Come on. Where's the match? I don't want to move it. Okay, there. Now I'm in. There we go. I wish I had that for the last 2 matches, but I was just so nervous. Okay. So, the randomly picked map this time, again, was Thunder Point. So let's see how I do on that one. I won the last one on Thunder Point. Alright, Sam, with their all gold badge. It's not a great hand, but I did have Dynamo Roller. Fortunately, I was able to roll for Dynamo Roller again. This is a fantastic hand. Big chunky cards. Dynamo Roller right into their zone, as well as blocking off my zone. And because they open with a Splat Charger, that tells me that they don't really have anything right now. So I am going to play defensively. Well, semi-defensively, semi-offensively with a Steelhead, because I am poking into their zone, but I'm also going right across with my card. Fortunately, they're able to grab themselves a Splattershot Pro, get into my zone, and block me off from their zone. So they did they did a switcheroo here. But I'm going to continue pushing into their zone. Not too aggressively, but just aggressively enough. They're going very aggressive going into my zone. I am not quite into their zone yet, so I'm going to play a Moz just to get deeper in there, show them I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared, Sam. I'm coming for you. But yeah, they have a lot of straight line cards in their deck, and for some reason they start to play defensively even though they have full access to my entire side here. And now that I have sort of been blocked off, I will play all the way in the back, try to block them from that bottom section at least, so I can play some of my bigger cards, you know? And they block me off at the top. So we're both, I don't know, we're matching each other's energy here. I'm gonna play an E-leader here just to take up all that space that I don't want them to have. So we're great right now. There are 2 pockets in the center that are available to both of us, and for some reason I try to keep going for big cards. I'm still going for the really big chunky cards, setting up special, setting up, trying to get ahead. I don't want to fall too far behind. They're catching up on me in points, even though they have a lot of small cards. They haven't played a single really big, chunky, scary card yet. So that tells me in the next move, they're probably going to have to pass on all of their big old cards, because what else do they have? You know? What am I doing here? I think I'm trying to start setting up a wall so they're not able to get down into my zone, but it's too late. They have that point from the auto bomb that's pointed directly into my area. They're going to be able to grab those points later on. And they're just sort of plugging away with their points. Grab myself 2 special. And they've got a nice reflex right in the center there. Catching up on points. They have 5 points of special. They can turn this around. I'm going to play my Will Jed, grab myself another 2 points of special. Also keep trying to block them off from that big chunky yellow. It's pretty good. That bottom right corner there, completely empty. No one's going for that weird little chunk, that 4x4 chunk. They're gonna grab themselves 1 special in kind of a weird move. I guess they wanted to try to go deeper into my zone so they can set up their special with their, like, they have 5 points right now. They can do anything with that. And what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Why would I play it so low? Okay, every single time I play a Splat Charger, it's like a mistake or something. What am I doing? Was I trying to build up a wall? It's not very good. Alright, last turn, Ultra Stamp. And let's see what Sam does. I'm not really, I should have played it on, what am I wasting there? I'm wasting 4 points of that Ultra Stamp. Maybe I should have played it on the left side, on that top left side there. Interesting move from me. Goofy move from me. Mistake move from me, perhaps? I don't remember how this one turns out. Come on, Sam. You can do it. Double Ultra Stamp. Ah, and they play into my bottom section, which I don't think gets them enough points. Yeah, okay. Oh, man. They had 8 special points to play with. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Sam. You almost got me, but I was watching you play offensively, and I was not gonna let you have all the fun. So they pick double Gemini? That's crazy. Okay, let's write that down. Double Gemini. So a lot of people build a deck specifically for double Gemini. I did not. I go with Yuha Baby 7 again because I am insane. But because I know how to play my deck, I'm not too worried because it's all about blocking off the center. This plays just like any other map, it's just slightly bigger. That's all there is to it. And I get the perfect hand, absolutely perfect. All of my big chunky cards right away. They have a cuttlefish, they probably have all their big chunky cards as well. But I top deck another perfect chunky card, but I go for the Takuroka anyway, even though there's a bit of a risk they can go down towards into my zone, but they don't. They play defensively, try to block off their zone. So I'm gonna push forwards because I am the worst. I'm just a nightmare to play against. And they're trying to get into my zone too, but it's too late. I'm already deep into their zone, which freaks out most people. They would start to play very defensively and block me off. So I assume they're gonna go for that, and I start playing defensively into my zone. While they block me off at the top. Yeah, they block me off with the captain. They have a lot of big chunky cards in this deck. So I guess they built it just for this map. That's okay, I'm gonna keep going with my E-Leader. Love that E-Leader. Great card. Fantastic card. Where am I gonna put it? That's a mystery to us all. Come on. So indecisive. It's hard to set up special when you don't have, like... It's the walls of this map that really throw people off, because, like, you gotta have those perfect jaggedy edges. Otherwise you're just wasting. Like, look at that special point with my E-Leader. It's completely uncovered. I have no diagonals. There's no way I'm going to get that special point now. No way. So they're going to keep filling in their zone with their big chunky cards, grab some points. Same with me. I'm also going to grab my big chunky cards, play my Maws. But I'm hesitant to play my Maws because this will block me off from playing any other big chunky cards that I have in my hand. For some reason, I don't check my deck ever, so we're gonna keep going with the Maws. But I do fortunately catch up with my points, so I'm not too worried at this point. So let's see, grabbing another special point, but the entire center of my map, it's completely uncovered. Sam has 3 points towards my zone. They can take all of that if they are able to build up enough special in the next couple of turns. Fortunately, I'm okay too because I have that one orange block from my Dynamo Roller into their zone. I can put whatever Ultra Stamp I want right smack in the middle of their zone there, and there's nothing they can really do about it because it's so covered already. Perfect spot for an Ultra Stamp, by the way. Got my Octo Stamp. Where am I going to put that? That's a silly move. I'm just going for the points right now, I suppose. Because I have no special. What am I doing? I'm just sort of waiting for my little buddy, my sweet little small fry, to get myself some special points. Terrible move. Where am I going? Another terrible move. There we go. 2 points for me. Just enough for an Ultra Stamp. But I got one more turn. What am I going to do with it? But I am falling behind in points. Sam's doing very well keeping up with points, keeping up with special. They're going to be able to take this match if they are able to get a perfect play right down the center. I have to pass on an E-Leader, which is really, really bad. Terrible sign. I waste 2 points with this Ultra Stamp. 2 uncovered points. Too bad, but it's too late. I'm too far behind in points. Sam has 4 points. They're gonna be able to get a card right across into my center zone if he'll do it. We have yet to see. Whew. Yep, nice Ultra Stamp. They waste what, 1 point? Sam is gonna take that one for double Gemini. Check. Okay. So I've got to work on fixing my double Gemini game with this deck. Or I should just build an entire deck just for double Gemini, probably, maybe. This is my pick, and I'm probably going to pick River Drift again. Because I've won twice on it now, so I'm like getting confident with that. Right? River Drift? River Drift? River Drift? Yes, okay. Oh no. So, yeehaw baby, once again. For my nice deck. I'm ready. Super rare turn per Sam. Alrighty. I have my Dynamo Roller, but I'm gonna re-roll anyway because I don't have enough big cards. It's fine. I get my Splatling, Splatling Takaroka combo. Not combo. Opening. But they've got a nice big old captain they used in the last round, so I don't know. I hope that they're not using the same deck that they used on Double Gemini. No, it's a different deck. It must be. There's no way. Because this map is so much smaller. Or at least it feels smaller. You don't want a whole bunch of big chunky cards on River Drift. You can really trap yourself that way. So Sam's got me completely blocked off in 2 moves. So there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm just going to play back into my zone, try to save space for my future cards. Arazushi. They're going to double down on blocking me. They have got a nice wall starting to build up across the center. Don't do that. No E-Leader. Move it around. Oh. No combo for me with the E-Leader 4K, no scope. But I am setting up a nice Tri-Slosher spot with my Maws so I can grab myself 3 points. Isn't that incredible? Ooh, if you can have an opening that gets you 3 points. No, there's no way. There's no way. You wouldn't. Openings, you want to rush to the mid. You don't want to build up special that early. But I am building up special very early, so I am falling behind in points, but I am still in a good spot because I am able to get all my special. So I'm catching up on points a little. It's a little. But now I've run out of space to play all of my other big cards, like a fool. So want to keep building my wall, but I also want to grab myself special points. So I think I opt to put the small fry on the right side. Yeah. Weird move. No one's ever going to try to go down into the center from the side. You want to get the center blocked off first and foremost. See, I'm still trying to build that wall. I don't want Sam to get down into my zone, but I'm falling so far behind in points at this point. It's not great. And they are able to get a Splatoon wiper. They should have flipped it, actually, directly into my zone, so they'd have more access to that big blob of yellow. But anyway, Sam plays it, and they now have an access point into my area, but I do have a chance to block it if I place something into that L-shaped space, but I don't think I have anything. Let's see. Octostamp. A desperate Octostamp that does nothing. A very unproductive move. And I just have nothing and I don't want to pass, you know? I have 5 points, so I'm looking okay. Do I just sort of play the Splat Charger just for points, I think? Again, with the weird Splat Charger. Come on, play it for points. Play it for points. Flip it over. Flip it over. Oh no. Don't do it. Oh my god. So many Splat Charger mistakes. I need to work on that. Okay. I'm gonna circle that on my notes. Splat Charger. Work on Splat Charger moves. But it does give me a little bit more access to put the Ultra Stamp right down the center. Is that another River Drift win for me? Please. 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 I'm pretty sure I'm so far ahead in points. Yes, it must be actually, because I would have lost if I... Okay, that's 3 points for River Drift. So yeah, you know what? River Drift does work for this deck. Alright, Sam, so now we are both 1-1. On to our tiebreaker. Best of 3 is good, I think. I think best of 5 is too much. And it's probably way worse for me. It is not beneficial at all for me because I continue to play the exact same deck every single time. And I'm sure opponents would pick up on that. So we go for Main Street. Let's write that down. I think I do. Oh, hold on. No, I won. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why is it still going there? Okay. Hold on. Did I? Oh, I won the last 2? What happened? No. Okay. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we're moving on to the next match, which is against AJ. Weird. Did I? Hold on. Can I just go back for a quick second? Just a quick second. We play against... Here's Sam. Oh, Thunder Point. And that's the one I lost, right? No. And then Double Gemini. And then River Drift. Okay. I am not keeping track whatsoever. I am so flustered right now. Alright. Next match is against... who? Oh. So Main Street was the random one. And I'm playing against Triple O AJ. Super duper lucky card gamer. Perfect hand. Great for blocking off Main Street. I Dynamo Roller going up because I am not too worried. Should be placing it across, but that leaves you too far behind. They've got a nice chunky E-leader. I get worried, so I play semi-defensively. I am past the center here. But I don't want to go too far ahead because I know that they'll be able to get through if they have another long card. And they do. They have another long card. So, good for AJ, all the way down in my zone. I'm going to ignore that and just push into their zone as retaliation. Because why not? And also that's the perfect little spot for a Splat Charger, I think. Or is it going the other way? But it doesn't matter. They play a Power Clam, blocking me off instead of moving down into my zone. So then I'm like, oh, do you have nothing left? I'm going to keep pushing into your zone. Which is a huge mistake. I probably should have started playing defensively. But it's okay, they play a little Judd to block me off because I guess they're scared now. Now that I am all the way into their zone, I just sort of back up, this is a terrible move. I should have played across, blocking them off more. But I guess it's fine because I've got my E-leader. I'm able to set up some special here. They've got a ton of space to work with. I'm sort of losing out on space. And we're very close in points. They're going to continue to move into my zone though. Yeesh. It's okay though, I still got my points set up. They have full access to my zone. I have partial access to their zone, but I don't have the cards for it, so I'm just going to go for special at this point. I've got 2 setups for a little buddy. Up at the top left there, middle left there, I can give myself 3 points as well as giving them a point. Or I can go for the right side, grab myself 2 points. I don't have my little buddy yet. I don't have my... Oh, what am I doing? Grabbing myself 2 points here? Okay. They're gonna go for Shiver up the top, start filling in their zone. And I knew I had a Hydro Splatling, so I left a bunch of space. Put that right there. Grab myself some points because they're pulling ahead in both points and special points. Ink Brush Nouveau. Look at that, they're right down the center, but I have my points directed towards their zone, sort of, their big splotch of blue that I can take later. And they're gonna play their small fry. Where's my small fry? Nope, another Moz. Can't even play it. I'm looking for my small fry. What am I doing? Am I trying to get points here? That's a silly move. Don't do that. Don't do that. I haven't locked it in yet, have I? My god. Oh, there we go. I locked it in because I really wanted to get points pointed up towards their zone. This is an insane move because now I'm getting myself 2 points while giving them 1. Horrible mistake. What a weird move. What was I setting up? So now they have a shit ton of special points. Just an outrageous amount of points. And I'm, last turn, desperately trying to get my Ultra Stamp in there. But if they're able to get a perfect, whatever 312 they have, perfect placement on that, I'm screwed because I'm wasting 3 points here. Only 9 points that I'm able to steal with them. Oh, Dynamo Roller! Right down into my zone. I think they take this one. There's no way. Oh, and it's for me. Okay, so 1 point for me for Main Street. Work on my Main Street a bit more. I will work on that more. Okay. But overall, this deck has been doing pretty well. Like, my mistakes have been kind of obvious so far, so I just gotta watch out for those. And they are gonna pick River Drift? River Drift, once again, for the 4th time. Here we go. I love River Drift. But let's see if they have a better deck for River Drift. Bad hand, I don't have any of my openers. I'm gonna reroll, but I don't get anything. So I go for the Rapid Blaster because that's the only thing that'll get me close to the center. And they have a captain, they are 3 points into the center while I am no points into the center. It's already looking very bad for me. So I'm just gonna play something really high up just to see what they'll do. Because at this point I already know that I have nothing. Even if I pulled my Hydro Splatling, my Dynamo Roller, my E-Leader 4K Scope, that would not save me at this point because they've already completely blocked me off. So they have more of the map than I do basically at this point. So I weirdly place it on the side. Another mistake from the Splat Charger. Oh my god. The Splat Charger is what's screwing me on all these maps. Fortunately, I was able to block off Shiver. Could have played it a little lower, but I guess that's fine. Kakaroko, grab myself a special. Well, set up a special. Is with my small fry. Put it in the corner there, grab a special. Put anything else in that bottom, grab myself the rest of the special. I'm gonna do that with the Hydro Splatling. Block that off. Or am I? Womp womp. No. Flip it around. Yeah, okay. You gotta save yourself space for your future cards. You can't just be like, I can play it here, so I'm gonna play it here. No. Gotta think about it. And like, I was doing like a whole bunch of breathing exercises through the entire thing. My heart was going a million miles per minute throughout this entire tournament. Like, after the tournament ended, I was still like sweating and freaking out because I don't know, I was just so excited for this. I was just so scared and nervous for this. So I've got a little Judd, and what I think I'm doing here is I'm setting up the Tri-Slosher to use as a special, grab myself 3 points. Which is kind of a desperate move, but it'll block out your opponent with a wall of orange blocks right across. Another interesting thing is, I played through this entire tournament with the same deck, in the same room, in the same seat. I played as yellow the entire time, I think. It's funny. So I've got a nice perfect wall all the way across. They're not going to get through with any big chunky cards like this at this point. So now that I feel safe, I'm going to start pushing up towards, grab more points. Unfortunately, I do not have a good opening into their zone to place an Ultra Stamp right now. My points are kind of clustered up. They're all over the place. I'm not going to be able to grab a lot of points at the end, and they use a Suction Bomb. Wow! So now they have access to my zone. I don't have any access to their zone. So they are at a space advantage, kind of. And because I don't want them to play a big card, I'm defensively playing an Octave Stamp in that little corner there. So now, basically, they can't get through with a giant, like, Shiver or whatever at this point. But I have access to their zone, so I'm going to play my Dynamo Roller in a way that will get me a special point? No, I'm not. I don't have the space for it. I just can't get in there. Like, they've blocked me off so well with their special points. There's not a lot I can do while also grabbing a special. It's bad. It's looking real bad. I need some more long cards. Save some long cards for the end. I can grab a bunch of points from them like this. But, well, it's not that many points, and I'm not getting that much special either. 3 is all I need to get an Ultra Stamp, but where am I going to place that Ultra Stamp, right? They still have 4 points to go directly into my zone. I am down on points. There's no way I can get this. This is crazy. Like, look at me. I'm struggling trying to find a spot for this Ultra Stamp, and there is nowhere I can go. I have 3 points. It's the only thing I can play. And I'm, like, not even able to find a spot for it. It's not great. It's real bad. Oh, man. No, you're not gonna find a good spot, man. Oh, River Drift. So I end up playing in my own zone because I have nothing I can do, and they're able to get a perfect little Inkjet in there. So I think that's a loss for me on River Drift. My first loss for River Drift. Devastating. Oh, man. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll be okay on the next one. Alright, so my counter pick is... See, I've already played River Drift now. What am I gonna do? I think I picked Thunder Point. Or is it Main Street? Main Street? Thunder Point? Oh, Thunder Point. Okay. Because I only have 1 win on Thunder Point, so I guess I feel safe because it's like a River Drift. No, didn't we play it again? Oh yeah, and then this broke. We lost connection to showers, unfortunately. But we hadn't even started. I hadn't even seen my hand yet, so we're all good. And let's just skip ahead. Let's see, do I get back in? Where am I going? Where am I going? I keep trying to join everybody. And then I'm able to join... Okay, there we go. So I make my way back to AJ's table. It's all good. Very, very small error. Didn't take up too much time. Like, overall, I thought this tournament went very, very well. Like, there weren't, like, anyone trying to crash the party. There was nobody's internet was doing really terrible. I had a smooth ride the entire time. Alright, so I'm redrawing on this. I have nothing good. I'm totally screwed here. They get the perfect Dynamo Roller. Thankfully I have a Moz, so I can get into there, try to block them off. This is kind of a risky move, because if I was them, I would push into my zone very, very hard. But they'd rather go to block off their zone. So now that we're both blocked off, he still has access to my zone actually. So I try to go a little deep down, not let them in. Just pick a side, man. There we go. Yeah. So now there's basically no way they're gonna get all the way through into my zone unless they have a really sneaky card, which they do not. So I'm free to just play my cards into my zone now. All safe, all good. That's the best feeling, when you're able to just play your cards and not worry at all about what your opponent's doing because you have a way into their zone. I mean, like, I guess he also has a way into my zone, and he's got 2 special points. He's got that point at the blue point at the bottom there that's access to my zone. But I just keep on playing. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm minding my own business. Flip it over. Flip it over. Yes. Set up another special point. Another suction bomb. Very early suction bomb, too. I guess they're really trying to get into my zone, but I'm not going to let them. Hakuroka set up. Grab myself a special. Set up for a fizzy bomb. In the middle there. Not a great spot, though. Should probably focus on building a wall. Yep. Get some points into their zone. No, no, no! Points into their zone. Okay. I'm placing... Okay, this is finally an okay Splat Charger move. I grab myself a special. I block them out of my zone. I should really focus on building a wall into their zone, though. If I was really paying attention. No, up, up. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm not a total goon. Okay. But now I have, like, look at that top portion of their side of their zone. They have it completely blocked off. They also have access into my little corner there if they have a sneaky little card. Probably don't. Not a lot of big cards are like walls like that. Like, not even the Dynamo Roller is the right way. If it was flipped, then yeah, but no. They don't have a lot of potential of grabbing a lot of space for me. Meanwhile, I do, with my perfect special point placement. Even though it didn't get me a special point, it's fine. I'm well ahead in points, but they have a shit ton of special points hoarded up. They could get into my zone with a couple big cards, just like nothing. I want to watch out for that. 4 turns left. They're running out of time. Come on, AG. AG, don't quit. I guess they're looking for a spot. So stressful, like last second, well, second last second, they're able to play Ink Brush, use up some of their special points. They just wanted an in into my zone. Understandable. I'm just filling in spots now because I don't want them to put something real big right down the center. Not that it matters much at this point. Ah, okay. So I'm going for a special. Grab myself 2 points here, which is okay because I still have 1 move left to gain another special. I would just go for the fizzy bomb down in the middle there. Yep. 1 special for me. No? Ball fry? Oh, okay. No, flip it, flip it. Yes, okay, 2 points for me. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Now I just have 3 points. I guess I just want to take 1 entire point from them. Overkill at this point. Because, like, even if they do put perfect placements of whatever cards they have, it won't be enough points compared to an Ultra Stamp. I really wish I had set up an Ultra Stamp or a special point more into their zone to grab more points. That's an okay placement for a Power Clam. Catching up on points, but now we're both 3-3 and I'm ahead in points. So not looking great for AJ. Flip it, flip it, flip it! Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, killing me, killing me. Where are you going? Flip it. Put it across. So I've wasted 4 points this way. Had I flipped it, I'd be wasting what, 2, 3? That's fine, I guess. Inkjet, big ol' Inkjet. I think they take it. Let's see. No way. Oh, and I just make it. Okay. Good job, AJ. Could've got me. And this is our last one for AJ. We're tied right now. No, we're done. Oh my god, I can't keep track of these. What is my problem? Alright, so people are starting to gather now because this is semifinals? No, this is semi-semifinals. This is round 5 is my next one. Let's against Katsu? Must be. Yeah, I'm gonna take my seat. This is my special spot now. I am not letting this seat go. So okay. Round 5, Octokatsu. This one doesn't turn out for me. And then I cut the video at this point because we took a little break while we were waiting for the losers bracket to catch up. So Thunder Point, once again, I get a great hand with the Dynamo Roller. Place that right across. Yeah. Akaroka, stick it in there. But look at this. Octokatsu's got Tri-Stringer, Hollow Tri-Stringer. They are already 1 point into my zone. I'm starting to freak out. Steelhead, where am I going? I'm weirdly playing in the center. They're gonna block me off. So they have the space advantage at the moment. I'm gonna play defensively with the Moz. I'm gonna back up a little bit because I don't want them to go too deep into my zone. I read that, they read that, but they still manage to get in because they have one special point on that stupid E-leader. So I back up all the way, and they are still forcing their way into my zone. Very aggressive moves. Rapid Blaster, I'm just looking for a spot. I just want an in into where it's their zone. And I guess they saw that I wanted it in. Octo Zeppelin read right on top of mine. Now I'm blocked off. I still have a point into their zone. It's okay. They don't really have access into my zone anymore, so I'm safe playing a E-leader flip so I can get a special point. If I have an Octo Stamp, I'll be able to play for 3 special right there. I'm going for the points right now. Small Fry into their zone. They are falling very behind in points. Like, it looks like they're falling behind in points, but they are gonna manage to keep up. I still haven't gotten my Octo Stamp. Waiting. It's set up perfectly. I can now get 4 points. 4 points if I have my Octo Stamp. I'm pretty sure that I set up for this and then I never draw it, which is why you don't really want to plan around cards that you're not going to draw. You want to save space for them, but you don't want to set up a perfect space for them because you might never draw them, like what's happening here. They're able to read my Splat Charger, put a Stinger right on top of it. Like, this is crazy reads, and for some reason I'm getting very desperate. So I go for a little Jud, grab myself a point, because I really want to catch up on points rather than actually play my Octo Stamp. But because it's the second last turn, I'm not going to have a chance to play my Octo Stamp. It's way too late. I didn't get it in time, so now I'm forced to play my Ultra Stamp right on top there. So it looks okay so far. Let's see what they do. Ooh. Like, this whole thing, this was a very scary game. They are a very good opponent, Katsu. So I just managed to get him. Another point for me for Thunder Point. Ugh. Okay. Oh, but the next two, it's not great. It's not great. It's not great. It's not great. Let me write down the rest of my opponents. Sam, AJ, Katsu. Okay. River Drift. Because of course I'm gonna pick River Drift because I've won 3 times on it. So I feel safe on it. But doesn't quite work out for me. Terrible hand. Redraw into another terrible hand. Desperately playing a Moz right across my zone. They've got Hollow Hydra Splatling, 3 points into the area. So I'm desperately just trying to Hydra Splatling. Wrong way. I should have flipped it up. But it's okay. It works out. Should have played it a lot higher. It's alright though. Now I'm just gonna keep trying to block off my zone. They're gonna try to steer it back into their zone. They have more space available to them, unfortunately for me. They have a point directed into my space. It's already very bad for me. I'm gonna use my Takaroka, starting point, set up a special like always. Yep. Little Jed, waiting for my big cards. They're not coming into my hand. Grabbing a 3 points because what else am I gonna do at this point? Setting up a spot for my Splat Charger. Saving space for my bigger cards. Dr. Katsu's Tetrising in their pieces very smartly. Putting in all of their special closer towards the center. Gonna try to keep me to block me out. Basically a gauntlet here. I'm not going to be able to get through. I am desperately trying to place a special towards their zone so I have an opening later on to get through. Maybe set up enough points so I can play my E-Leader directly up. They're still Tetrising in their pieces. They have a lot of space. I have some space. I'm catching up on points. I'm going for 2 points of special, even though I'll give them a special. But they read that. Fizzy Bomb on Fizzy Bomb. We are blocked all the way across. I have no access to their zone now. No access. I could play a Dynamo Roller right across. Oh, no, I can't. No, I can't. See? And then I go for that. So I go for the special instead. I have 7 points of special, but that's not going to save me because I have nowhere I can play on the last 2 turns. Okay, can I do... What am I doing? No, I should have grabbed the... See, I'm wasting this turn. I should be playing a special. Come on, play the Steelhead. Flip the Steelhead over. Steelhead, flip over. It doesn't fit, of course. Now I'm totally screwed because, again, Tri-Slosher is the wrong way. If I had Tri-Slosher Nouveau, I feel like I'd be able to get a lot more use out of that. And because I'm running out of time, I'm panicking. I have nowhere to go. I didn't save a card. They have an opening into my zone. I have no access to their zone because of that double Fizzy Bomb block. I have 9 points of special that I just cannot use now. Flip it over. Come on. That's all I can do right now. I should have did that way earlier, but I couldn't because I didn't have the cards. Oh man. And I think Katsu takes this because I wasted all those points. Let's see. Perfect placement with the Tenta missiles. And that belongs to Katsu. Damn! 1 loss for me on River Drift. Alright. And then our last pick, or my pick, because River Drift has already been taken. I think I go back to Main Street? No. Let's see. No. Yeah, nobody played all those other maps. I wish more people had recorded and streamed their point of view because then I don't know, it's just nice to see everyone's gameplay. I draw into another terrible hand. Katsu gets all the hand luck. I'm desperately just putting a Takaroka right across. Look at that. It's Hydra Splatling. I should really start to hollow my cards, but I only have 130 cards still at this point. I'm trying to defensively place a Moz. They're defensively putting a Scope. I have a big chunk available for Katsu, so I'm just going to back up, play it. But they read that, Stinger right across. So they have turf advantage once again. I'm going to try to block them off, Hydra Splatling, but in my desperation, I am not noticing that I am not building up special, I am not setting up special. They're going to continue pushing ahead with this Splatana Wiper. They have so much space available to them now. I have no space available to me. Rifle Blaster Pro, trying to set up a special. It's not going to work. Look at that little Jed. Man. E-Leader. Not going to find a place to put it. Well, where am I going? What am I doing? Flip it over, it's the bottom. There we go. I have it set up for... Let's see. I can grab myself 2 special with a small fry at the end of Katsu's Splatana Wiper there. But I don't have it, so I can't really set up for that. Like, that was my big mistake. Trying to set up for things and then running out of turns. So let's not do that again. So I am pointing my special towards their zone so I have entrance later. Maybe stick a dynamo roller in there later if I can build up enough special. I have no special. We're gonna double fizzy bomb again. They're gonna grab 2 special for a total of 4 now. It's not great for me. Splat Charger, if only that little nubbin was 1 over, it would be able to fit it. But I'm not able to, so I flip it, stick it into the, come on, into the side. Yep, grab myself 1 special. I need that little buddy set up. Come on, little buddy. And I'm out of cards, I'm gonna have to pass. This is crazy. Katsu got me so early, walked off completely. They are building up crazy amounts of special. They are slightly ahead in points. I'm gonna go for this, but it's too late. They already have perfect access into my zone. At least with this, I can play a dynamo roller directly up, because look at that. Perfect 13 for 13, but they are going the tri-stringer. They are way too far ahead in points, and they have another special set up. Even if I'm placing my dynamo roller, flip it over, flip it over, flip it over, flip it over. There we go. Perfect 13 points taken from them. They're still going to take a shit ton of points from me with the tented missiles. Nothing I can come back from that. Katsu takes this round, and I am pushed into loser's bracket. Fortunately, this was one of the last rounds of winner's bracket, round 5. So when I get pushed into the loser's bracket, that makes me the final boss of the loser's bracket of round 8. So I'm able to skip the rest of the loser's bracket because that's just how double elimination works. So while all those games play out, I'm just sort of stuck here waiting. Like once, yeah, I think I did pretty okay. 4 losses and 5, 6, 7 wins. So I know what to work on now. I really got to focus on my Splat Charger plays because I made a lot of messy moves with that. It's like I keep it in my deck because it's able to get me out of so many jams, but I'm sure there's a better card. Like maybe the Stinger will work better. I'm going to have to experiment more with that. But yeah, so I actually split this video into 2 videos because I took a huge break in the middle. I was doing like a load of laundry. I called my mom and we called my internet guys, so maybe next time I'll be able to host and not have any drops. Like my internet did pretty well, but I don't know. I'm worried about it. What else did I do? I watered all my plants. I vacuumed my floor. It was great. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the semifinals and the finals for the next episode. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.